Hi there, learners, and welcome to our final video in the Final Push series where we are looking at the infamous database. Okay, so let's go and look and see what 2022 had in store for us, and then we can take it from there. So 2022, when I look at this now, let me just bring this over, we'll see that your questions are divided up as follows. I'll show you a section dealing with your tables, their forms, queries, and reports. I'll always have a nice screenshot, just showing you what certain things are supposed to look like. And yeah, that's really it there for 2022. So in 2023, you can see same breakdown, tables first, forms, reports, and then your queries. Now, also bear in mind that you do get your tag sheet. Okay, so this tag sheet, when it comes to our input mask, it's really just for that, so that you don't have to memorize all of these, but we just have them there so we know what to do with them. And you can see it's really only for that, because the only other part of the tag sheet relates to HTML. So remember now, as per usual, I'm going to look through the 2022, do a lot of these things, and then I'm going to see what we've maybe missed out in 2023 and then compare that with 2024. Enable content, there we go. So I've got 3 tables and I have a report. Now, they say to me, the table has not been correctly prepared for data entry, and they want me, you can see there, they tell me which table to use. So I need to be in that table. Okay. Format the table as per the following instructions, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 marks based off of this. They first of all say select the most appropriate field to be the primary key. Now, remember, when I deal with the primary key, I'm going into my design view. And when they say the most appropriate, what do they mean? Well, our primary key is the key that identifies the most unique field within our list of fields that we have here. Out of these, I would probably say the database code, because there they tell you it's a unique company code. Must the primary key be unique? Yes. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on that. Click on primary key, and that's done. In 7.2, they say to us that they want to ensure that any data entered into the database code field meets the following criteria. It needs to be or have 3 uppercase letters only and 1 number only. Now, remember, in our tag sheet, when we look over here, we see zeros for numbers, L for our letters. And if we scroll down, we see converts all characters to uppercase. Okay. And so we're going to go down to our input mask, and we're going to say uppercase. Right? Remember, that's what they wanted. And then I just want to confirm in the question paper, what did they want? 3 uppercase letters only. So uppercase, and it's 1 letter, 2 letters, 3 letters. And they wanted it to finish with 1 number only. Put in our 0, and that's it. That's our input mask. So 7.3 says change the other field to a combo box. Now, usually we'd just go here, and you can just go to the data type, look up wizard, but if it gives you an error like that with regards to relationships, you can just go to other. You can go look up and change this text box to a combo box. Now, they say obtain the values from the table other services. So we're going to open this up here. We're going to say table query, and we're going to say other services. Okay, and then they say allow for multiple values to be selected. Allow multiple values. Yes. So that's all fine. Right, then they want us to set the default value of the field customer satisfaction. default value to 5. Next one, ensure that a value greater than 10 cannot be entered in the customer satisfaction field. So we're going to say that with our rule, in fact, our text cannot be greater than 5. So we can do this a number of ways. First one is, I'm going to go with, just change this to greater than, cannot be greater than 10. So I can put in, smaller than 10. So it cannot go beyond that. I can also put smaller than or equal to 10. That'll take people up to 10, but it won't allow them to get past 10. And then I've already answered the next question by putting in the validation text. So that's your validation text and rule. Next one says the email may not be left empty when entering a new record. Adjust the field properties to enforce this. So we're just going to go to email. We're going to go down to required, and we're going to change required from no to yes. Next up, we have forms. So they ask us to create a form. The data capture. So we're going to go create form wizard from the, they want it to be called data capture and based on this table, and they want all the fields. So that's fine. What are they saying? Data capture. And that's done. Right. Now they say they want a button in the header of the form, data capture. So there we've got it open. That closes the form when clicked. So we're going to go into design view. And what we need to do, we need to go up to our form design. We want to be in the controls over here. And we want a button that is going to do something. Okay, so for this, we go to format design, controls. We're going to go to our buttons over there. And you'll see a wizard then comes up. You can then decide what it wants or what you would like. Close the form. Okay. So there we go. I'm just going to leave everything else as is. Hit finish. Go into my normal view. When I click on it, it closes the form. Question 7.10 to 13 deals with creating queries and then some criteria. So you can see 4, 8, 12, 15 marks up for grabs. So let's see how we can do this. First one says create a query. I'm going to create a query named all services that will display all companies. So we're basing this off of that. We want the company. We want ADSL, fiber, wireless, and their web address. In other words, their URL. And I'm going to leave everything as is. I'm just going to change that name to all services. And I'm going to click finish. The only thing they wanted me to do is to make sure that only the company name and the web address display. So we just take the tick show out there, and there we go. Done. 4 marks. Finished. Next one, create a query. So create query wizard. Yes. And let's go back. Make sure it's based off the correct table. Display the company names, web addresses, and customer satisfaction ratings of only the companies with a rating of 8 and above. So let's go here and let's call this customer rating. And now we're going to go into the design view, and we want to see the companies with a rating of 8 and above. So customer rating greater than or equal to 8. And we want to run that query. And there we go. All right. Remember, this is showing 5 because that's a default value. Let's see. Do not include companies with no web address, even if they have a rating of 8 and above. So let's go and have a look here. No web address. So what are we going to do? What we're going to say is not null. Run that query, and there we go. That simply means that it will not include those that are empty. Okay. Let's check the next one. That's another 4 marks. Create a query called Gauteng to display all the companies that provide. Okay, so again, create query wizard. Companies. So let's go. That provide fiber or satellite in Gauteng only. So fiber, other, because I don't see anything. Their web and email address. And this one's called Gauteng. Just want to check because now they want the region as well. So office location. We're calling this one Gauteng. Okay, so let's go do a few things. Let's go to Gauteng, design view. Let's go into our office location and just put in Gauteng first of all and run that. So now we know we have the companies that are in Gauteng. But companies that display all the companies that provide fiber or satellite. So let's go and have a look here. Fiber or satellite. So fiber, we can say true, or we can say yes. Okay, so you see there. I can also, instead of saying true, I can say yes. It'll give me the same thing. So all in those in Gauteng that provide fiber. And then my other will be satellite. And there we go. There's one. Okay, now the last one is with 3 marks. It says to us, all ISPs providing wireless services are running a special for the month of December. Create a query called Query Summer Savings to display company names, their location, and a new calculated field called Summer Savings. So let's go and create this first of all. And we're going to go company and the, company and the office location. And we're going to call this Summer Savings. Right. Now in Summer Savings, we want to create a new calculated field. And let's just run this quickly so you can see company. Okay. The new calculated field must display the new wireless service cost after 25% has been deducted. So now we've got the company, the office location, and the wireless cost, and we want to have a new calculated field. And we want to call this Summer Savings. And we're basically going to take whatever is inside of, spell it correctly, wireless, cost, and I'm going to subtract that from, and I have to open a bracket and then put in wireless cost again. And multiply that by 0.25 for my 25%. 0.25. Run my query, and there you go. There you go. Let's just see if they want anything else. Okay, and then they want us to format the Summer Savings field as currency. Okay, so let's just go back to design view. And I'm going to click in there. And then I'm going to go to my properties on the right hand side, format it to currency. Click run, and there we go. Done. Okay, then the last one we're dealing with is creating a report. So we're going to do exactly the same. We're going to go create. We're going to go to our report wizard. And then they tell us here, and let's maybe do this like that. So you can see. Group the report according to the customer. Okay. Based on the table ratings. Okay. Display the fields customer satisfaction, company, office location, and URL. Okay. Now, do you want it to group it by? Yes, group the report according to customer satisfaction. And that's all fine. Done. And then they want you to add your exam number in a label to the footer of the report. So, going to go into the design view. We're going to go into the report footer. What do they say? In a label. So again, our controls. That is our text box. That is our label. You can put it there and pop in whatever you need to. It's done. Insert the image thumbs up into the header of the report. So all we're going to do is we can then say, sorry, insert image. I'm just going to use this one. There we go. And change the color of the header of the report to white. Fullback, white, done. All right, now they show us more or less that's what it should look like. And we've done all of that. That is good to go. We continue and they say edit the report called wireless averages. Okay. So we're going to go to design view there. Add a footer for the office location field. And then they want us to add calculations in the office location footer to calculate the following. Now here's the report, wireless averages. We're going to go to design view. And you can see here we have page headers, we have our field header, etc. But they've asked us to do what? Add a footer specifically for the office location field. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to right click on that particular field, that particular header, go to sorting and grouping. And now over here, I'm just going to click on more. So group on office location. And you can see keeping it with the header section, we have that. And it says without a footer section, which we're just going to change to with a footer section. Close this, and there you can see we now have a footer location section. Now they want us to add calculations 1, 2, 3. Okay, so just want to see if they have a picture. Yeah, there you go. There you can see a picture of what they want. So these are going to be our text boxes. And I'm just going to do one so you can see. Make a nice big one. And we're going to put in there, let's just say highest cost. And then I'm just going to go and type in there equals max. And what do we want that on? Highest value of the wireless cost. Close that. And there you go. I've got my highest cost. Now I just want to see on the picture. Just going to go to format. And I'm going to say currency. And there you can see. Right, now I can obviously make this a bit smaller or larger, whatever the case is. Okay, so that works. Let's see what else they wanted from us in 2022. That was it. Okay, so let's go over and let's have a look at what 2023 wanted from us. Let's go all the way over. 2023. And we get the insert and everything open. Right. Okay, so when we look at 2023, important, that was something in 2022 as well. Adjusting the field properties, we've done that. Forms, changing the header, the color, inserting a button, there's the same thing, so we've done that. Reports, grouping them, formatting the details. Footer section, we've done that. And then calculations, queries, sorting it. Yeah, I don't really see anything in 2023 that's that new. And let's then go and see in the prelims of 2024 what we have. And let's see what they focused on. So again, adjusting field size, data type, input mask, validation rule and text, combo boxes. Yeah, just the standard stuff. Really, it's things that we've seen and what we've just gone through, adding a picture, editing your query, things like that, just some criteria. I think the only thing with the criteria is just please go through your criteria. If you have a grade 11 textbook, that'll help as well. But yeah, nothing really major. Same things that really come up, and that should be it. Grade 12s for us preparing for Access.